It's Wednesday, time for our weekly trip to the News Zoo.
Neil Anderson joins us now live this morning from Suamico. Good morning, Neil.
Hey, good morning. It's a beautiful morning, and we're out here spending the morning with the black bears. There's been a lot of black bears in the news lately, and of course this is the time of year that they definitely are putting on the pounds, getting those last pounds in before they go into hibernation here in the fall, which for us black bears will, they'll start to den up towards the end of October going into November.
How big will they get?
Well, like on our end, these guys, they won't really go into a kind of a hibernation for us because we'll feed them throughout the winter, but they'll pack on about 30% more weight going into the fall. But of course they're going to burn that up, over the winter, because obviously, in the wild they're not eating, and what they end up doing is they just rely on that fat, layer of fat, that brown fat, and actually that'll sustain them through the winter.
Okay.
But like Winnie, she's here, she's probably close to about 265, maybe 280. We're going to do a checkup on her tomorrow morning, so we'll be sedating her, giving her a good check. We did that with Aldo, a few weeks back, so we've got him checked out. You can see he's over there on the other side. Now we can see Jess, she's out in the yard, and our normal routine in the morning is what Jess is going to do is she came by earlier, and what she did is these guys are still rotating on exhibit. We've been working them together. They've had some good moments, some not so good moments, trying to get along. He's getting a little bit bigger next year, his size. They should be just fine on exhibit. So for the day now, it's Aldo's turn to go out. So what we'll end up doing is see Jess, she's out there cleaning the exhibit, getting everything ready to go. And then what we'll end up doing is she'll close the exhibit up, make sure that everything's safe, everything's ready to go from the public standpoint. And then what she'll do is she'll shift Aldo out of this. And this is what we call a shift cage in here. So we've got a door on the inside right here, and we've got a door on the outside, so we can shift them in. This really works out nice because if we were to move Winnie over here a little bit more, we could shift this, and this gives us an opportunity to be able to tranquilize work with her.
Oh,
And
right.
Neil, we had that story earlier about that bear that was shot in Wapaka County,
Right.
nicknamed Samson, 780 pounds. Is that unbelievably huge?
That's like I said, that's a huge bear. When I worked in Illinois at a park, we had a black bear, and he had to be a little over 600 pounds. So I know the size of that. And if you're looking at her, you're looking at twice the size, where that bear would be just barely fitting inside this chute area. But yeah, I've seen black bears that big, close to that big, and that certainly is a huge bear.
Man, unbelievable. Well, Neil, we'll let you go. We'll check back with you next hour, okay?
Hey, sounds good.